Alright, previously on Ocarina of Time, I went on a rant that people probably didn't like, and our friend, the tree, died. So we're gonna run away from home now forever. By that I mean I'm gonna go do a thing real quick. Actually, no, I don't need to. I was gonna get sidetracked and do a thing real quick up that way, but I don't need to. I am gonna get some American US dollars though. As I say, does that actually count? Are we gonna count that one? I would like it to, but I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Okay, so now we have $10. What that means is nothing. Now I'm gonna go into this house because there are 4 boxes here. I think 2 of them are recovery hearts and then some of them are cash. I'm just gonna open them anyway. Never forget these chests exist in a randomizer. In a randomizer, these are just 4 free checks. In fact, if you're here, you're probably as a child, which means 5 free checks with the, you know, Kokiri sword check. Never forget this place exists. It is really, really good real estate for randomizer. Anyway, we got our 1 rupee, so this seed is validated. Oh, right, this is just straight up a cutscene. I forgot this was a cutscene. There's gonna be a lot of this where it's like, okay, I'm going here and I'm getting the Ocarina, or I'm getting this, I'm going to this dungeon, I'm beating this boss. And it's like, oh, right, there's a cutscene attached to that. It's gonna be a huge thing. I'm not gonna analyze this game's plot. It doesn't need a heavy-handed analysis. It doesn't need a college thesis attached to it. I understood the plot when I was 10. I'm pretty sure anybody can understand this game's plot. It doesn't need my touch. That's not to say it's simplistic and therefore bad. I'm just saying it's pretty much self-explanatory. There's not that much to dig into aside dungeon design, which is actually really cool. But we'll get to that way later. The Deku Tree doesn't count for that. The next 2 dungeons don't really count for that either. But when we get into later game dungeons, mid to late game dungeons, there's a lot of like theoretical lore people have like drawn conclusions about based on location and like, you know, area, locale, and history and stuff. That is like genuinely really cool. Also, Link's slow, awkward back away, run away. Link's mannerisms, Navi's characterization, and dungeon design are like really fascinating elements of this game's lore and world build. Now, as promised, there's going to be one more facet of me ranting about game's repetition, ironically contributing to the same exact problem that I have with the game itself. But then it's mostly just going to be magical, whimsical, happy, fun times. And by that I mean I need to run. So this isn't the fastest method of travel, but this is an owl. Slow, unskippable dialogue. This is our good friend Kepora Gebora. Real identity is redacted at this time, but hey, this owl is basically telling you you're on an adventure. Oh, cool, you can do that. Also, default to repeat the text for whatever reason, so you have to actively be paying attention. Luckily, most of that was skippable, so actually I don't rant that much. Never mind. But he is going to stop the gameplay quite a bit and tell you you didn't know things because he said you didn't. He's kind of replacing the Great Deku Tree in that regard. This is the fastest ground way to travel outside of a glitch known as Super Slide that I don't know how to do. And also can't do because I don't have bombs yet. So I'm doing this to kind of like get into the castle town really early. By that I mean like before the sun goes down. Let's see if I can even get like money. Sun's getting real low there, big guy. We'll mess around with the town itself when day turns into day. Also of note, this game has a day-night cycle, and it's something I genuinely really liked as a kid, playing around with the waiting of time and stuff. I thought it was super, super, super neat. So I'm gonna swing that once and break it. I actually didn't even intend to break it, but just so I can kill this gold Skulltula in a single hit. I'm gonna break all these pots too, why not? But like, yeah, no, the day-night cycle in this game is super neat, actually. Something I genuinely really enjoy. That part's aged just fine. Games that have an in-game timer, actually kind of a little bit more rare now, looking at you, Animal Crossing. Because it's like, oh, you know what? These game devices have their own internal clock. Let's make our day-night cycle based on that. Great, now playing the game is a chore because I need to make sure I do the things at the correct time because time-limited events. Instead of like this, where it's just a charming little, hey, there's an in-game clock. Sometimes the sky will be bright, sometimes it won't. It'll be day, it'll be night, but it's just whenever, so you can play this game whenever you like, really. And I wish more games remembered that. So anyway, this is Hyrule Castletown. It's a bustling marketplace. It's full of life, and it's got a lot of stuff going on in it. Anyway, there's a kid. Wow, is she slow text at this point? Okay. Normally she's like not even here. Sometimes she's outside, depending on your settings. In a randomizer, specifically. There's a place we're gonna go soon. There's a place we're gonna go in a little bit. This is a place we're probably never gonna go. This is a place we're gonna go exactly once in a little bit. That's a place we're gonna go eventually. This is a place we're gonna go way later. And then other places we're gonna go when they become places. Okay, cool. Have we caught up on that? Good, great, wonderful. This is Hyrule Castle's outer exterior proper. And there's an owl that I'm gonna have to be forced to talk to against my will. Hi, up here. My head's upside down. Isn't that wacky? It's more info dump about lore. By the way, stealth segment, did you get all that? Yep. Do you want to hear what I said again? Nope. Goodbye. Now, I'm pretty sure, first off that, second off, I need to go do a thing. If I were clever, I would have edited that in. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna charge in blindly. Oh no, we didn't charge in blindly. Oh no, we got caught. It's actual stealth, except not really. I mean, kind of is, but, you know, details. I am going to the castle. I'm starting to understand why Bill Wirtz put an owl in the you cannot go into the castle thing in Ball and Stick. If you've seen Ball and Stick, I recommend looking at Ball and Stick. It's a fun video. Bill Wirtz's skits are really good. Music is good too, but I'm much more of a skit person. Anyway, here's an egg. I found it, deceased crab. It took me 10 whole years, or however many years old Where's an Egg is. But I found an egg. I hope you are proud of me. We'll be coming back this way eventually, so I probably didn't need to get that one right now, but I wanted to anyway. So I kind of actually, unironically, need to hurry a little bit. So here's the path to get in. Don't use my videos as walkthroughs. They're not. I'm not good at video games to the point where I could, like, informatively say, here's how to play the video game. Because first off, 7,000 other people have done it and better. Third off, yeah, no, I'm just a little happy little bird who does the funny on the internet. I'm not giving myself a whole lot of time here, I realize, so, let's go ahead and do this. And, yeah, so our egg is gonna hatch. It's the miracle of life. As soon as the sun actually, there we go. Oh, cool, this one isn't a cutscene. I thought it was going to be for some reason, I don't know. Anyway, it's the miracle of life. I wanted to grab all this on this cycle rather than, like, getting a heart piece I don't need right this second anyway. Because this is the beginning of this game is so timed out in such a way that you can just like do the thing and like from Deku Tree, from Exit Kokiri, you have just enough time, even without backwards walking, you have just enough time to make it into Castletown before night falls that first time. And upon that, have just enough time to get the egg before it turns day, and have day just start right about here when you're waking up Talon and having him run away. So, yeah. I'm gonna try a thing. It's going to... Oh, right. I'm so used to randomizer. Randomizer makes this animation significantly faster. That's a thing. I'm gonna try something incredibly silly. Dang, I did that too late. I could just do the puzzle, but like, I want to do it this way. I'm being silly. There we go. So I'm gonna also try something else incredibly stupid here. That's not gonna work. That is not gonna work for a number of reasons. So, it's gonna be hard to demonstrate here, but if you just do this over and over again, but like really, really fast like I'm about to do, the guards will never catch you. Yeah, I messed it up though. It might be frame perfect. Are the boxes arranged? Oh, the boxes are just arranged. Okay, cool. So, while I was like doing that, the guards were very kind to just do this puzzle for me. Let's try again. So this is the stealth segment. It's kind of requisite in a lot of Zelda games for some awkward reason. They can't see you through hedges, thankfully. But, yeah. Also, the ones back there can see you, but only to a point. So there's like a lot of standing around waiting. It's a stealth segment. I shouldn't complain about it too much. I'm going to anyway. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm only going to complain if I get caught again. Anyway, I just have to do this before nightfall. It was like kind of risky. I could go for that money. I literally don't need to. Money is not a problem in this game that I need to risk starting a stealth segment over it. So we're just like we're big chilling. We're big chilling and waiting. And just like, you know, we're hanging out. Just doing this thing. I actually haven't done this sequence in a really, really long time. There's options in the randomizer to remove them, and I usually have them, like, removed by default. So, yeah. Are you gonna stop halfway through? No, you're not. This slow guy is gonna be coming down relatively soon. But if I trail behind fast guy, it should... Wait, no, you're fast too. Wait, hold up. Go. Cool, we're good. That was just as easy as I remember it being. Okay, no cutscene for that. So look at that. First off, we got Mario 64, Flying Mario, and Peach, and there's Yoshi. On the run as well, just like Link is, and then Bowser. And I don't think there's any. Oh wait, no, there's Luigi. L is real 2041. I don't think there's anyone behind Yoshi though. So I'm gonna break this window like a delinquent, and by that I mean I'm gonna get paid. Oh wow, I bet that happens to the other window that doesn't have the Nintendo characters in it, doesn't it? It just has like a potted plant or something. Yeah, you. And then they throw a bomb. That's dangerous. One of the big things on like gaming magazines, because that's how we got information pre-internet and like schoolyard rumors, was that you could catch that bomb and throw it back and blow open the wall and like get a different ending and get a different dungeon or something. Anyway, it's Zelda. Hi, Zelda. This was a short legend. We've already saved the princess. By that I mean we snuck into the princess's courtyard. Because anyway, really slow text, but hey, it's plot time. This part of the cutscene is fine. Because, yeah, no, this is Zelda's exposition. And in a way, it's slightly different than the Deku Tree telling us the goddess of the goddess's legend or whatever. Because Zelda's relaying the fact that she had a prophetic dream that a kid was going to sneak into the castle holding a stone. Now, some people would point out that, ooh, Zelda could have just told the guards, hey, there's a kid in green with a fairy that's going to have a spiritual stone, and if they show that stone, then you should let them in. Here's the thing. This scene is establishing that no one in the castle is taking Zelda seriously, because it's pretty heavily implied she probably did say that. Let a green kid in. Anyway, the legend goes like this, and it's the same cutscene. This part is where I take the issue. Where, yeah, 3 goddesses in Triforce. But it's slightly different information, but it's not different enough information to warrant more, to warrant this being a cutscene a second time. That's where I'm going with it. It is slightly different information, but it's still the goddesses make the Triforce. And it's the second time they go over it, and they go over it, I think, a 3rd or 4th time. I know a 3rd time, I don't know if they do a 4th. But it's, you know, was it necessary to spend that much chronological real estate? That's my point. And now we're out of the part that I'm ranting about. The rest is fine. Oh, really fast cutscene. Also, you know, title drop. And this part is actually really neat that other Zeldas don't really do, but this is the, like, 1st/3rd game in the timeline, I guess, depending on how many prequels actually count. This is Ganondorf. He's the bad guy. He's the Ganon. He's the great evil guy. And, you know, they're showing him in a civil diplomatic light. Yeah, and Zelda's, like, explained this to people, and people aren't taking her seriously because small child. Anyway, Ganon evil. Ganon wants the Triforce to wish for a land of darkness and evil. I don't believe you. Please believe me? No. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce ever. One more thing. Here's our first trading sequence. The egg became a chicken, became a letter. Now let's take this autograph and sell it on eBay.